Types of listening. Learning objectives. Students should be able to evaluate the accuracy and validity of texts through critical listening. The students should be able to listen to audio materials with an analytical ear. Students should be able to apply analytical listening in everyday situations. Lesson agenda. Introduction, an overview of what listening is and why it is important in effective communication. Types of listening. A discussion of appreciative listening, empathic listening, comprehensive listening, and analytical listening. Let's try an activity assessing a specific situation and identifying what type of listening is being exhibited. Performance task. A brief discussion on the performance task that will be done collaboratively by the students. Introduction. Listening determines the success of effective communication. Out of all the four-language macro skills, listening attends to the majority of communication. This simply means that we listen most of the time rather than speak. Without effective listening skills, communication is easily misinterpreted. As a result, communication breaks down, and the people involved in the communication can easily become frustrated or irritated. In this lesson, we will explore the 4 types of listening so that you will know what listening skill should be used in a particular situation. 4 types of listening. Appreciative listening, emphatic listening, comprehensive listening, analytical listening. Appreciative listening. Appreciative listening is a type of listening in which the person listening looks for information that he or she will appreciate and that will help him or her meet his or her needs and goals. Examples of appreciative listening are listening to music, poetry, stories, or speeches that make you feel something. Empathic listening. Empathic listening is a dynamic and compassionate process that requires more than just hearing what someone says. By taking the time to listen to them, you are expressing that you care about them and their views and feelings. Comprehensive listening. If you are watching the news, attending a lecture, or asking someone for directions, you are listening to understand or comprehend the message being communicated. Active listening is required for comprehensive listening. For example, you might be taking notes while your teacher talks about a certain lesson and taking part in the discussion at the same time. Analytical listening. The purpose of analytical listening is to evaluate the message's content. As a critical listener, you take in the entirety of the message, analyze it, and evaluate what you have heard. Analytical listening evaluates the relationship between ideas reflected in the communication. Let's try. Now that you're familiar with the different types of listening, analyze the following scenarios and identify whether they involve appreciative listening, empathic listening, comprehensive listening, or analytical listening. A couple seeks the professional counsel of a marriage expert. During the conversation, they listened to the professional's advice and appraised their circumstances. Both of them realized the things that needed to be done and corrected. What type of listening is exhibited by the couple? You've heard that your brother was laid off from his regular job because of the pandemic. He was devastated because of what happened. You tried to keep him company and console him by listening to his frustrations. What type of listening is being exhibited by you in this situation? A lady volunteered for an event for the blinds. She met a blind man and was able to have a chat with him. She listened to the man's stories and experiences and was inspired by his accomplishments despite being blind. What type of listening is being exhibited by the lady in this situation? The father is reviewing his daughter for her upcoming examination next week. They run through all the lessons that her daughter had over the period. The daughter listened attentively as she tried to understand the lessons. What type of listening is being exhibited by the daughter in this situation? Thank you for listening.